What is up, DW Nation? Your boy is back, Asante Grundy from the Disciples of Wrestling, coming to you guys with the news of the day and a quick Raw recap. We have some breaking news that involves a WWE Superstar and a very important storyline that's going on. And also, Bayley, she gives her thoughts on the latest WWE releases. It hit her pretty hard. And then also, I'll break down Raw recap for you guys. Wasn't too crazy last night, but, you know, it still happens. And it still happened, but I'm going to break it down for the people who did not see Raw. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. So, breaking news, WWE Superstar Jimmy Uso has been arrested for a DWI charge. Yes, he was drinking and driving under the influence in Florida. And yes, he got charged and he's been arrested for that. This is apparently his second DUI charge in 2 years, and he's had a history of DUI charges. So we'll see how the storyline carries on, because he's in a very important storyline right now with Roman and Jey Uso. So those guys can't afford to get in trouble outside of WWE. I mean, this is a big blow for WWE, so we got to see how this story carries on with. But I hope Jimmy can get the necessary help that he needs, and he can get cleaned up and get back soon enough. But yeah, this is a big blow for WWE SmackDown. So for those who haven't heard, WWE just recently did another round of releases and cuts, and this one hit Bayley pretty hard because some of the people who got cut, they're really good friends of hers, and she felt emotional. And she also said it's been a rough couple weeks for her, and it's weird not seeing her close friends in the locker room, and Bayley's taking this pretty hard. Now, keep in mind, y'all, these wrestlers, they may work together, they may be enemies on the show, but outside of the show, you never know. They could be best friends, whoever they're working with. And when they're on TV, they're just putting on a character. Outside of their jobs, they have an everyday life. They're humans. They have feelings. Like, it may not seem like Randy Orton has feelings, or somebody like Bobby Lashley may not have feelings, but yeah, for someone like Bayley, yeah, I can believe that, because I mean, it's like, it's a similar situation with us. If someone were to get cut from one of our jobs, and it's somebody we like, you know, it's going to hit us pretty hard as well. So yeah, Bayley, she's not taking the cuts too well, but like I said, they have lives outside of wrestling. So yeah, poor Bayley. So pretty much the huge news of the day was Jimmy Uso being arrested, and it was pretty lackluster day of news, pretty much. Nothing too crazy happened outside of Jimmy Uso being arrested. Like I said, this was a huge blow to WWE. So they're either going to have to rebound. I mean, they're definitely going to have to rebound, but they're going to have to end this story or somehow just drag it on. But who knows when Jimmy Uso will be back. But, yeah, and Bayley's emotions too. So, nothing too crazy happening today outside of the Jimmy Uso arrest. But I'm coming to you guys next with the Raw recap. A quick Raw recap. So stay tuned for that. With Money in the Bank quickly approaching, Raw last night kicked off with Miz TV, and his host was Drew McIntyre, and Drew McIntyre was pleading his case why he will win the Money in the Bank briefcase. Then we see Ricochet come out, and he makes his claim for the Money in the Bank briefcase. Then we see Matt Riddle come out. He says the same thing, making his case, but also he says he's doing this for Randy Orton because he's a really good friend to him. And we see AJ Styles, who says he was robbed of the briefcase, and he makes his case for it. Now, last year I think he was robbed, but then at the same time, AJ don't got hands because the man literally dropped the briefcase. He had it. But, that was last year and this is a new year, so he has another opportunity to redeem himself. But, yeah, basically it just kicked off with everybody pleading their case for the Money in the Bank briefcase. Now, the whole roster is not set for the Money in the Bank briefcase, so can't really get my prediction just yet, but we'll see what happens. So one of the matches of the night was Matt Riddle versus AJ Styles, and this was a good match between two qualifiers. Now, keep in mind, Matt Riddle, he's pretty banged up, and yes, he still wrestles. The man is literally a stallion, no pun intended. But yeah, this man, he has a strong will to get in the ring. And what does he do? He comes out, he performs, and he beats AJ Styles. And AJ Styles is 100%. So this is definitely a huge win for Matt Riddle, and this definitely gives him some momentum going into the Money in the Bank briefcase. Excuse me, not briefcase, but the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Now, I'm not surprised by AJ being mad because he was definitely mad after the loss he just took. I mean, I would be mad too if I lost to somebody who was banged up. But we'll see how AJ retaliates from this, and I feel like this could be a good storyline down in the future, but we'll see what happens. Now, with our main event of the night, we have a tag team match between Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, the New Day, versus Bobby Lashley, WWE Champion, and MVP. And this match lived up to the main event pretty much because it was a very good one. I believe the best match of the night. And at times it looked like MVP and Bobby were going to win. Then at times it looked like Xavier and Kofi were going to win. But at the end, as it turns out, it was Xavier and Kofi who get the huge win over MVP and Bobby. And Bobby is fuming after this loss. You best believe that he's going to take it out on Kofi later on. For those who don't know, Kofi will face Bobby Lashley for the WWE Championship at Money in the Bank in a few weeks, and I like that. It should be a good matchup. I got Bobby winning though, but I think Kofi can definitely give him a few little headaches, but I expect Bobby to win big. But yeah, we'll see how Bobby rebounds from this next week. So Raw last night was pretty lackluster. It really wasn't that exciting. There were a few moments that could propel some storylines, but overall, Raw was just not exciting to me last night. But like Raw does, they leave cliffhangers just like any other wrestling show. So we'll see how things turn out. But that's pretty much all I had to say about Raw recap. It really wasn't that exciting last night to watch, but we will see what happens. Thank you guys for tuning in for the Raw recap as well as the news of the day. I'm Asante Grundy from the Disciples of Wrestling. Happy to be back to give you guys some more content. Just keep following us and just keep enjoying our content. We love doing this for you guys. So I love you guys. It's good to be back. I'll see you soon.